man in here with me, man. BoyBig.
Man, what's up with it? Part 2, man.
Part two. Well, this is a different setup right here.
Okay, so it ain't part 2.
So it go like this. What's your name and where you from?
My name's Levar, Fletcher. I'm from Kansas City.
For them ones who no longer here, gotta make sure to give it up to God. Cause Lord knows I should have been dead. So it's an extra cup of Merlot when I'm celebrating. Make sure I show love cause I can't stand no hating. Yeah, and yeah, I'm still getting money and it's done in the street. Corporation or LLC.
You from Kansas City, Kansas?
I'm from Kansas City, Kansas and Kansas City, Missouri.
How?
I grew up as a youngster on Kansas City, Kansas side. And then midway through 10, 12, 11, 13, I moved to Missouri. I moved to Blue Springs first. Then I moved to Paseo. Then we moved back to Kansas City, Kansas.
So what high school did you go to the most?
The most high school?
What high school did you go to the most?
I went 2 years at Blue Springs South High School and 2 years at Eastern Jackson County High School Alternative School.
2 years at Eastern Jackson County?
High School, Alternative School.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I graduated from Eastern Jackson County Alternative School.
Now you from over here with us.
Yeah, I was over here too. But it's crazy because when I was growing up, I would snatch people from here and take them to Kansas City, Kansas, or go and ride around the streets of Kansas City, Kansas, because I knew more about Kansas City, Kansas than I did Missouri.
Right.
Growing up as a youngster.
So what's the difference between Kansas and Missouri to you?
Missouri's bigger, more heartless.
Heartless?
Yeah. It's bigger of an area and more treacherous.
Yeah.
Kansas City, Kansas. Kansas City, Kansas is treacherous.
Yeah.
But it's bigger and it's everywhere. You know what I mean? That's the difference to me.
Yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense.
But I learned how to navigate through it all, baby.
Straight up, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So with the music, when you got into the music, how did you go from like the gospel music into the rap?
How'd I go from gospel?
Yeah, because remember you told me you was like singing in the church. You was doing like national anthems.
Oh, okay.
How did you get?
That was a kid. I was a kid under my mama's. My daddy. I lived with them. I'm a child. I'm at school, so I'm doing this singing at school. I'm at church, so I'm doing the singing at church.
Right.
That's just how that was, And as I got older, and it wasn't mom and dad, and when I was choosing my own stuff, it led into the streets, led into rap, it led into hip hop. What I really wanted to do, you know what I mean?
Right.
My dad was a promoter. He brought Evelyn Champagne King. He brought Confunction. He brought Gospel Explosions. My dad was a promoter. He promoted shows.
I didn't want to bring him up, but since you brought him up, we're gonna start with Pops. Let's start there. Let's start with Pops because he seemed like a very interesting person.
He just was a go-getter, man. A talker, a action, putting plays together, man. He used to bring magic shows to the community.
Magic shows?
He did everything. My daddy did everything. My daddy used to, take me to 63rd Street Drive-In on Saturday mornings.
Yeah. Put
me in his U-Haul, in line. 4 o'clock in the morning. You had to get your position at 6 at the when you go to, it's a thrift store. It's a thrift market. He put me in line in his U-Haul, and he would go out garage selling in all the communities, but to keep his line, he'd keep his 11-year-old son in the U-Haul.
In the seat, yeah.
Feel me? He'd be back before they open the doors. Then him and my mom, the whole family be with him. Now we driving through. My dad's just a hustler around.
He still be out there?
What, hustling?
No, 63rd at the drive-in.
Heck yeah, he do.
He's still at the Super Fleet.
Man,
what did he sell? What did he sell the most?
Furniture.
For real?
I'm not playing with you. My dad got a big warehouse out in J.O. full of furniture. He still do that to this day.
For real?
For real. He do everything. He sell cars. Transportation, man. He'll pick up 10 old ladies and drive them to Branson and stay there in his room while they play in Branson. Then he'll drive them back. He got a transportation. My daddy do everything, man.
How you get Pops in trouble?
Man.
You want to skip that?
Man, I talked my daddy into something he shouldn't have been doing, and he caught the brunt of it because he was the adult.
Oh, okay.
That was when I was a kid. He was young, you know.
Yeah,
everybody.
He was getting
young.
to it, and you showed him, "Hey, pops, I'm getting to it," and he caught the backlash of that because he was the adult.
Me and DeAndre Pewitt. So if you ever see this DeAndre Pewitt, me and you, buddy, we used to run that bag up in high school with them parties, man.
Oh, okay.
And if you ever was in Blue Springs and Grain Valley and Fleming Park and Lake Jacomo parties, $5 all you can drink. Yeah, that was me. I'm talking about, and this is in 93, 94.
For real?
Yeah.
Y'all out there partying.
We was out there
getting money. It was a blast.
We was out there getting money. We didn't even drink beer.
That's
all we provided. For real.
So you went from the hood to out there to where they out there partying. Mm-hmm. And you went to Blue Springs South out there?
Blue Springs South, yeah.
What was the difference of the cultures to you? Was there a culture shock in there?
Yeah, because when we came from Wyandotte, Kansas to Blue Springs, we had to fight KKK boys.
Yeah.
Guys with mullets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It'd be all the black students and all the white students who like black students would be against the jean jackets, jean shirts, cowboy boots, and long mullets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those type of people.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
To where the FBI had to come in Blue Springs one time and mediate because the white boys were walking around the school smacking and punching white girls who like black boys.
For real?
Calling them nigga lovers. So the FBI came to. I remember all this, man. It was a big culture shock.
Yeah. It was different. Yeah. I went to school out there for a year, right? My senior year. I got kicked out of every school in Kansas City. Mm-hmm. When I got out there to Blue Springs, I went to North though.
Okay.
The way that they didn't appreciate things, like this girl was like, "My dad just bought me a new car." I'm like, "What happened to the last car?" She's like, "I wrecked it, but I got a new one." And she just didn't care and drove off the street going crazy in that car. They didn't appreciate, had no value to certain things like that.
It was different.
It was different. It was different,
but there was you gotta remember though, when I went out there, it was late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
So it was scattered. It was a handful of blacks out there, and they were all from the different ghettos of Kansas City.
You wasn't the N-word. You was the ER.
No, you was the ER.
Hard R.
Man, the extra ER.
Yeah. Hard R.
That nigger. That one. Yeah. First time I ever got called a nigga was right out there.
Yeah.
Then I got called. Then they called us niggas every day. It was tough back then. They didn't want us there. We didn't want to be there.
Right. And so I remember you saying in the last interview how you went from. I remember you were in JO and the way that life was going over there, and then when you got there, that's where one of the guys that put you in the studio.
Okay, so my mother moved to JO after I graduated high school.
Okay.
I graduated from Eastern Jackson County High School, 96. And then when I graduated, I left the house. You know, I was in the streets. I was in the attics. I was over here. I was there. I was never home.
Yeah.
And my mom moved to Olathe. And when I was in Olathe, I ended up leaving there. I moved to Kentucky with a lot of my homeboys who I met in Olathe. We moved to Kentucky and we started trapping in Kentucky. You know what I mean? Because all my Olathe partners had a connection to Wyandotte, Kansas, where we could get the bag. We'd go down there to get the bag, then we go to Olathe Fairview Park to get the money from the bag. So when I met the guys from Olathe, we all moved to Kentucky, you know, being young and wild and crazy and trying to, Kentucky was high on guns and we was high on drugs. Kansas City, Kansas was high on drugs. They had all the fire, everything. Right. So we come to Kansas City, Kansas, and we drive to Kentucky, and we get off the drugs, and they had all the guns. Then we get the guns, and we come back to Kansas City, Kansas, and get off the guns.
In Kentucky?
Mm-hmm. So I'm leading up to my first music, where you said,
okay.
My partner a D-boy extraordinaire in Kentucky, Robert Fox, R.I.P. He took a liking to me.
Mm.
And one weekend he drove me to his he lived in Kentucky, right? Hustling. Yeah. But his home was in Rockford, Illinois. So one day he asked me to ride with him to Rockford. I go to Rockford with him, Illinois, and we hang out. You know, we became real good friends. I ended up moving back to Kansas City. He ended up coming to Kansas City one weekend, and I wasn't good at selling dope. You know what I mean? Everybody, all my friends were selling hard. You know what I mean? I was too paranoid to sell it, I think. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And my partner seen that. And he was like, man, you ain't doing nothing up here. Here, you do music. Let your partners do that, and you do music.
You do music.
And he gave me $3,000. And that's how my first album came, from my connection to Kentucky.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's the dude who you said told you, man, you ain't good at this, man.
Like,
get out the way.
Man, what you doing? And then I was trying to sell weed, and I'm smoking all. You know what I mean? He just was like, nah, you do music. You know what I mean? This was actually before I picked up the hustle game on my own, though. This was way before that. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I just wasn't no good at it at that time, you know?
Right. So you saying you how many states have you actually lived in? Because you went to Kentucky. You said you lived in California, Kansas, Missouri. Mm-hmm. How many states outside of that?
Atlanta, New Jersey.
Really?
New York.
You lived in New York?
I live in Far Rockaway, Queens, New York. Yeah.
What was that like?
Man, different. Yeah, different.
Living in Queens?
Yeah, but I lived with my big bro. I lived there for about 9 months, 10 months. Blinky, my partner Blinky came up there, lived with me. It was a connection up there. Yep. I lived in Atlantic City, New Jersey, man.
You lived in Atlantic City?
Yeah.
That was probably fun, wasn't it?
That was different. Man. It was just all different to me. Because, you know, I'm from a whole different place. Everything was just different to me, you know. And I was making a lot of money then, so I picked up gambling, found out I wasn't a good gambler.
Yeah, that's a gambling place.
Yeah, that's a gambling place.
That's a gambling place.
Yeah.
It's going crazy with the gambling.
Yeah, I actually, you know, that's a lot of, you know, Atlantic City, New Jersey is a lot of gangster history.
Yeah.
It's a lot of mob history, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's different out there, man. It's just different. But yeah, I lived a lot of places. Out west, Moreno Valley, California, I lived a lot of places.
Where'd you stay at? Outside of Missouri and Kansas, the most? Cali.
Mm-hmm. That's probably the most time I've spent abroad is in Cali because I signed a deal there. And I was heavy out there and had a house out there and lived with my partner Psycho and all my guys, East Dago Mob Crip Gang off in the 40s.
So I remember in the last interview you said someone had a wreck when you guys were out there in Cali. Was you in the wreck?
Yeah, I was in the wreck. That was when I first signed my deal in Cali.
Right.
To Everett Thompson. I signed for some bread, I signed for a condo, and I signed for a car while I was there.
Right.
And 2 months into that, we got into a bad accident when my bro broke his hips and had to learn how to walk again. He was the financer. I didn't know nowhere. I didn't even know nothing about San Diego yet. You know what I mean? This is my first 2 months there, so I had to come home because I didn't know nothing about it. And he couldn't walk, couldn't move. And I had to come home.
Yeah. Did you get messed up in the wreck?
I got a little gash on the top of my head, but I have my partner Bone was in the car. He crushed his face on the dome light, and then my girlfriend at the time was in the car. She walked away unscathed though. Nothing happened with her.
Oh yeah.
And all I got, just a cut on the top of my head.
For real?
But it's crazy. The night we got into the accident was the night I did a song with Sugar Free the Pimp in L.A.
Right.
I did a song with Sugar Free the Pimp in L.A. and Kid Frost. If you know anything about music, then you know that my Mexican bro Kid Frost had this song called "This Is for La Raza." You know what I mean?
Yeah, I heard that song.
Yeah, so I did a song with him and Sugar Free that night, and we were up so late in the studio in L.A., and we were driving home from L.A. to San Diego that my bro fell asleep at the wheel, and we hit a diesel doing 75.
Oh man.
The diesel was in the slow lane doing 45. We hit the diesel at 75, so the impact was like hitting a wall at 35. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he got kind of messed up.
Messed him up.
Mm-hmm.
That's sad. That's sad. Why you think y'all didn't just stay there in LA and go to sleep? Why y'all didn't do that?
I don't even know, bro.
It's just, let's go home.
Hey, yeah, because bro, I mean, the guy who I signed to was a hustler extraordinaire. He had to get back to it.
Had
you know
money
what I mean?
to get.
Yeah.
So the song you did was Sugar Free and Frosty. Was it one song or two separate songs?
One song.
Oh yeah.
I'm on the hook of a Kid Frost song featuring Sugar Free.
Sugar Free, yeah.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
Cause I got a relationship with Kid Frost.
Okay.
See, before Boulevard Nights, the white boy Chad, my homeboy Chad, white guy, he owns that Boulevard Nights down there on Southwest Boulevard.
Southwest Boulevard, yeah.
Well, it was called something else back then, and he had Kid Frost come down there, and I performed too with Kid Frost, and he introduced me to him, and we were always cool. So when I got to LA and Cali, I'd hit Kid Frost and be like, "Come on, man, I'm doing a song with Sugar Free tonight."
And he like, "Here I come."
I'm on my way.
Straight up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's so you just made him going, because that was a Mexican club on Southwest. That was just Mexican.
Yeah, actually it was open to everybody, but it was a lot of Mexican events too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's kind of what's going on down there. That's what it used to be.
That's what it used to be. Yeah,
that's what it used to be.
Yeah.
So when you was recording in the beginning, you said you guys were recording on reels, reel to reel.
Midwest Mafia, yeah, Al Greer. We recorded reel to reel. Yeah, sure did.
And so that's the guy who took you to Illinois?
No. Al Greer is an OG from Kansas City, Kansas.
Okay. And
he's the one that owned the studio where we created Midwest Mafia.
Yeah.
In Kansas City, Kansas. He owned that.
And he was the one.
He was just the one who was the executive producer and the engineer and owned the studio behind Midwest Mafia. Yeah.
That's the first time
That's the first time I was ever even in the studio.
And you used that as a bargaining tool. Hey, I'm the kid from the Midwest Mafia.
When I got to anywhere I would go.
Yeah.
Because they was making noise. Everybody knew Midwest Mafia back then. You know what I mean? Not too many people were putting out albums. So when they did it, you know what I mean? It was a bragging right, you know? So, and I'm young.
That's me. You say that's me.
That's me on two of them.
And everybody knew you as the music kid.
And then we had a competition at Big 11 Lake in Wyandotte, Kansas. You ever heard of that?
No. They
got a Big 11 Lake in Wyandotte, Kansas. There was a competition. This is like 95, 4. And we took first place at Big 11 Lake.
Midwest Mafia?
Mm-hmm.
Was your song involved in
that?
I
was the reason why we won it.
Oh man, don't say that.
Hey, let me. I think so.
It was your song.
It was a song.
You moved the crowd.
Yeah,
that's the song they did.
Yeah, that was the final song. We won. I got man. The boy did his thing, man.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure anybody in the contest got a song with you, they're gonna play it, and that's probably gonna win.
Yeah, back then maybe.
Today. If it's a contest in Kansas City and the artist got a song with you, that song might win it.
It's probably gonna win, bro.
That song might win.
Yeah, it's probably gonna win.
Just like we was talking about with the Ron Ron song you got.
Mm-hmm. Standing in the block all day.
Yeah. That's one of his best songs.
Yeah.
I mean, even though he got some good hits on his own, but that's one of his best songs.
That was like when people was really like, man, who that?
Mm-hmm.
That was before all his super dope music he got on his own, you know what I mean? That was right before that.
That was right before that, before the Hey Honeys and all that.
Yeah.
What was it like working with Ron Ron since he retired?
Man, that's my buddy, man. He's a super smart guy.
Yeah.
He's super intellectual, you know what I mean?
Mr. Know-It-All.
For real. Like, you know, but not like, that's not the spirit he carries.
No.
But he do know a lot, you know what I mean? And it was always like that. I love that dude, man. Yeah.
How you meet Ron?
Through my boy, man. There's so many names and faces, man. Through my partner, man. Damn, me and Bomb Dada.
Bomb, yeah.
Bomb Dada is how I met, because that's his cousin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's his cousin. This was in the beginning, early years.
Yeah.
You feel me? So,
yeah.
I did an album with Bomb Dada. I did a lot of work with Bomb Dada. Bomb Dada's my nigga. That's my bro. I just talked to him the other day on the messenger. Oh, that's my bro. You know what I mean? But yeah, I met Ron through him. I met all the 50s through the Bomb Dada for real.
Straight up.
Yeah, because they had that studio, remember?
On 59th and Prospect?
On 59th and Prospect on the corner.
Yeah.
And that's where all Dionys and everybody be right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when they used to do the music for real. Ron was in there going crazy.
Hey, I remember when I first seen Ron. I went to a club, man. No, it wasn't even a club. It was remember the hotels off 87th?
Yeah.
They had a hall in one of them downstairs.
Yeah. I
went there. This is I'll never forget this. I walk in. I don't even know what's going on. Like for real. But I go in there and there's 500 niggas in there saying, "F Fat Tone, F Fat Tone."
What?
Hold on. And Fat Tone was alive and well. You know, I couldn't believe what I was hearing. You know what I mean? But they was like rising up against Tone a little bit. That was the first time I ever seen Ron on stage. There was a whole bunch of niggas down there, man, and everybody was saying F Fat Tone. I couldn't believe it, bro. That was the first time. I might have went with Bomb Dada.
Ron had the whole club saying "fuck Fat Tone."
Mm-hmm. Sure did, and I was like, dang, you know, because I'm everybody love me. I love everybody. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like, dang, I just didn't understand what was going on. But come to find out, though, they really had a relationship.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. They had a relationship. All them guys had a relationship with Tone, so they were saying it for whatever reason they were saying it for. You know what I mean?
Right. That was crazy. What was the first song you did with Tone? You remember that?
The first song I did with Tone was four songs at one time.
Did you do any music with Tone before that night? Did you saw Ron?
Oh yeah.
You had already worked with Tone.
Yeah, Tone was a big name. Yeah. Tone was doing his thing.
So this is Tone after Mr. Stinky album.
This is way after Mr. Stinky. This is I want to say that it's the album release party of Ron's first album that was really known in the hood, but really a lot of people out didn't know. It was white.
That's the one with the Nike. Iconic. That's the name of it. He got Nike on it.
Yes, I want to say that this was the iconic album release party. So the whole 5-1 hood is there, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I really. If I remember, correct me if I'm wrong. Whoever's out there to correct me, but I think that was it.
Okay, so that was Ron's first coming to the music stand, and he was that.
And I was invited there with Bomb Dada because Bomb Dada and Ron were close. Yeah.
So you had already did songs with Tone by this night.
Yeah, for sure.
And so what was them 4 songs y'all did that night?
Jacka Me, Walking in the Rain, Gangstified, and another song that wasn't on that album though.
Oh, okay.
The other song I did, it wasn't on the album. It was on the next album. It was more like a girl song, I think. I can't think of it.
That Rain song was the truth.
Yeah.
But that Gangstified still getting remixed every day.
I already know.
They still redoing it, everything.
I know, man.
That Gangstified might be one of your best features too, though. Now that I'm thinking about it,
man, that's what people say, man.
That might be one of your best features.
That's what people say.
I still think you and Rich got the best feature. You know, I'm gonna give it to you and Rich.
Me too. I'm biased a little bit.
Are you?
Yeah.
What's the favorite song you ever did with an artist, and then your personal favorite?
One of my favorite songs I ever did with somebody.
Yeah.
I really liked how'd it go? You got me thinking. How'd it go? To be Pablo. I told him my nacho.
Yeah.
On the crazies.
Oh yeah.
I love that one. So then he hit me with them bricks.
So hit me with them bricks.
I love that song. I love that song.
He said, I'm going out like Pablo on the top of the condo.
Yeah.
And I'm going out on top of the condo like Pablo. So that was
one
the
of my
one.
favorite right there.
Was you there when Al Pacino did his part and all that?
Mm-hmm. We were all together.
Yeah, it was all together.
Mm-hmm. In Akron.
Oh, y'all did that in Akron.
Mm-hmm.
That was the Crazies.
The Crazies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one. That's one of your favorite songs?
And then I like the one with me and Jack and Joe Blow.
Oh, okay.
I can't think of it.
I don't remember that one.
I can't think of it.
I remember most of your songs. I don't remember that one.
I can't think of this one, but it's one of my favorites. If it comes on right now, I'm going to probably play it 4 times in a row if I was at home, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just remembering.
It's you, Jack, and Joe Blow.
Mm-hmm. It's on a Joe Blow album, but it's really one of my favorites. You know?
So what is it, the song, or was it what was going on in your life at the time? You like the song?
Mm-hmm.
So the song with you, Rich and Amp, was it the song or the experience?
Both.
Really?
Yeah, because I was really buzzing. I was really, it was popping for me right around this time. Yeah. Oh, it's popping.
Yeah.
Super popping.
Now, I remember when that song came out. That was the best song on the album to me. When he hit me with them bricks. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And that was in all the clubs.
Yeah.
And I used to come in, boy, feel like the nigga. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie to you. That was just some of the funnest time because it seemed like everybody was reaching for me, man. I go to the Bay and I have a line of niggas trying to do music. I go here and have a line of people trying, you know what I mean? So it was just, you know, that was one of those times.
What's your favorite solo song you did?
Then?
To date. Okay. No, let's talk secular music.
Okay, so then?
Yeah.
Choosing.
That's my favorite. Them girls be choosing. You can see
opened a lot of doors for me. You know what I mean? That's one of my favorites.
That's really your best song to me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I wrote that song in like 10, 20 minutes too.
Did you?
Yeah,
it was effortlessly.
San Diego, boy. I had been exposed to something I'd never been exposed to in life, and it just came like that.
Oh, she chose you.
Man. it was just a new experience in my life, and I wrote a song that night.
I remember you saying you did it in San Diego.
At a Motel 6. It looked like the one of the dopest Motel 6 I ever seen in my life at that time.
And you went in there and just you recorded the song there too, or you wrote it there?
Yeah, I recorded it. Knox City recorded that. Psycho City recorded that for me at his house.
Oh yeah,
sure did.
Oh, so you wrote it there?
Wrote it there in a hotel, and then went down the street to my partner's house and recorded it that same weekend.
So how do you write? What do you do sound bites, or do you?
Well, then I wrote.
Mm-hmm.
Choosing, I remember writing down.
Oh, so it was kind of all in your head. You had to get it out.
Yeah. I wrote a song. I really just sat back and penned out a song.
The whole song.
Mm-hmm. And then, but after that, it wasn't no more writing around. And after that time, when I got back to Kansas City, it was no more writing.
Rich don't be writing?
Rich right.
I was about to say.
Yeah.
I was about to say. Which everybody do punch in and all of that. You just,
not bro.
Oh, he right. Till to this day.
Right now. You're going to take one piece of paper, fold it in half.
Yeah, that's all right.
One verse on this half and another verse on the other half right today. Right now, probably at the studio right now, putting couch potato. He just put out some album, Big Couch. What'd he say? Oh, no, he put out an album every 2 weeks, dog. Still.
Yeah, he's still coming. He's still coming. It just don't stop with him. How does he write so many songs?
Man,
do he got a life?
Man.
I remember we used to think Rich just rolled over out the bed and pushed record.
That's pretty much it, man.
Man, he records that much?
What? Still today.
5-6 songs a day.
Man.
Every session.
He had the studio booked all day, the day of his 2 shows.
Oh yeah. So he kept
the other day.
He had 2 shows and kept the studio booked
all day.
Wow. Just so he can go back in and record.
When he want to.
Does he really record like that? Just boom, just split second, just do a whole song.
Olden times, you know what I mean? Because we had one show, then we go to the studio and sit there all night chilling. Then we go to another show, trailing each other. Like that was just the life back then. You know what I mean? Be 4 or 5 cars trailing each other. Everybody doing 120. See, they still doing 120 though. I was back doing 67. I got there later, man. I see me. I'm the only one to slow down. They still, you know what I mean? They still going. Yeah.
So the performance was great.
It was awesome, man. Everything was dope. Even though the night performance, all that. Hey, shout out to my boy Brandocious. Love you, boy.
What'd he do, man?
Man, he didn't do nothing, man. He grabbed the mic and tried to keep it going like an artist is supposed to.
No, I ain't accepting that,
Nah,
Big.
that's what you supposed to do.
I ain't accepting that, Big.
He tried to keep the show going, man. Y'all too hard on my man.
What'd he do, Big?
He didn't do it. He did. Gotta stay prayed up. Ain't that what he did? Y'all know what he did? Man, but he didn't do nothing wrong, man. He didn't do nothing wrong. He tried to keep it going, man. Love you, boy. Love you, boy. Forget these niggas, man.
You don't feel like he did nothing wrong?
Nah, he didn't do nothing wrong.
All right. I'm going to let you slide with that.
Y'all crazy. Hey, he up there with the goat, though, the stubborn goat. My big bro?
Yeah.
He's the goat, right?
Right.
And he's stubborn.
Yeah.
Man, come on.
He got up there with the goat. My thing is...
Big Rich. Big Rich is a stubborn, greatest of all times, man. If something don't go his way, man, he might piss him off, man.
So you think that pissed him off?
I don't know if that pissed him off.
Nah, you can't just grab the mic while I'm standing up here and start singing some other
He was supposed to do his song, wasn't he?
Nah, not while I'm here.
Nah, he was supposed to do the song with Rich.
That's cool. You don't do that song, though. You don't do your own music by yourself. While I'm up here on the stage, we doing my music and my music only.
Y'all too hard on him, man.
That's just a rule. That's kind of like a rule.
Nah, but it was quiet. No music was being played. He's standing up there with the microphone. All he did was singing. He trying to just get the mode back right.
So I'm going to let you say, well, like Will Slap said. Will Slap said, Brandocious saved the show. When he got up there and sung, he saved the show. You believe that?
Well, the music, the quality of the music was horrible.
Okay.
I mean, that ain't no slight on the DJs. That's the system.
Quality, yeah. How did you feel when you were singing?
I didn't sing. I got up there and I was getting ready to, and I tried to on one song, but I couldn't even hear the music. You know, I really couldn't hear. Oh, and bro kind of looked at me like, nah, you ain't got to do. It ain't right. So I don't need a whole bunch of signals. Man, I'm gone. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was there just to be with the family anyway. I wasn't there performing nothing like that. I was just there to, because it was the whole day of it. I ain't been to a Aristofactor concert in 12 years.
Yeah. So I seen you perform earlier that day.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It was the whole day of it that had me there that night.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. I wasn't really supposed to be there that night. I didn't have that really planned. You know what I mean? But the whole day made me say, hey, man, I'm going with y'all.
Rich performed 2 shows in one day.
For sure.
Man, he doing too much. He putting out an album a week, doing 2 shows. Man, you gotta salute him, man. What you say? That's the GOAT?
Yeah, that's the GOAT.
That's the GOAT, man. He kind of raised us all. You know how many people... when I go to Northern California, I tell them I'm from Kansas City.
What they say?
Rich is the best. Rich put us on. Rich taught me how to hustle. Rich gave me all the game. I got so much game from Rich. You know who that is? Anywhere in Northern California, up north, that's really how they talk about Rich.
I already know.
Up north, they love him.
That's how it was in the pen for me.
Oh, yeah? I bet you had a question about him every day in the pen, didn't
you? Yeah. Or, you heard this? Trying to put their music in my ears to see if I heard the latest,
Oh, yeah.
It was red carpet, man.
Yeah. Yeah,
off that music.
Off the music. From doing what...
Off that good music and that good name.
Yeah. Yeah. Having that good name is always good. You said you used to walk around CCA with your paperwork out, with your PSI, just leave it on your bed.
Just out, man. Ignorant.
So the last time we did the interview, you went out your way to prove that. You went out your way to say, man, you ain't going to ask me about.
Yeah, because I know it'd be on people, because I be wanting to talk about it sometimes, you know what I mean? Because not everybody's heard that story. Not everybody knows all went down with that. So that was my chance to say it, you know what I mean? To you know.
To break it up, just to
hear it up. Me.
To hear, yeah.
Y'all been hearing, they've been hearing themselves. They create rumors, tell each other, and then it becomes fact. Well, hear it from me. And then take my number that I gave y'all the other night over and over again and go fact check me.
You did put your DOC number out.
Yeah, man. Go fact check me. See if I was lying. See if I'm faking. See if I... You know what I mean?
Yeah, so everything you said kind of checked out.
And then if I'm lying, step to me about it, man. Say something about it. Bring it up.
You think somebody going to say something?
No.
Ain't nobody going to play with you.
Ain't no lie.
They already... Yeah, they going to lie.
They lying now.
They already making lies.
I expect you to say something if a nigga lying. Don't bite your tongue or hold your tongue for nothing in the world.
Oh, nigga.
You know what I mean?
So if you was lying, you want a motherfucker to say something.
Yeah.
Right.
For sure.
But, you know, a lot of people don't know how, like you said, Blue Da Vinci took the safety valve, and you was like, I just can't do that because I'm not debriefing. A lot of people don't know that. Yeah. A lot of people don't know that the judge walked in there and was like, hold on, wait.
This don't even make sense.
This don't even make sense.
Y'all ain't got a time, a date, nothing this man's done.
Yeah. Y'all
don't have nothing saying what this man's done.
Yeah.
And hold up. He's a singer and he smokes a lot of weed. All these conversations about marijuana. This man is not, you know what I mean?
Yeah, nobody knew that the judge walked up there and said that.
Nobody but my mama, the judge, my lawyer. Man, that was an amazing day because when this man is doing this, no one... You got to remember, a federal lawyer is scared to death to go against the feds. Most federal lawyers, they're only there to work you a deal.
That's it.
That's really what they're trained to do, like, you know what I mean? Because they're scared to death to go against the feds. So, during the sentencing, you're allowed to argue off these things off of sentencing. It tells you. Okay, boom, 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 blah, 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 all these little lists of things. You can argue this stuff on sentencing day. Right. You're not taking a stand, you're not doing it, but you can argue against the court saying, nah, this ain't right, and this ain't right, and this ain't right. So I had brought it up to my lawyer to do that, and he was like scared to do it. So that's the whole God thing in it to me. The judge came out doing it on his own. Yeah. Without my lawyer having to do it. So when the judge came out talking like that, it gave my lawyer confidence to bring up the objections that I had anyway. Okay. So he was scared too. Yeah, because they're telling me on here that they're charging me for 3 ounces of meth. That's 28 grams times 3, right? Of meth for saying this. Meet me at the studio at 3 o'clock. I got 7 songs to do. I'm gonna start with you. If you be there at 3 o'clock, then I'll knock you out first. Yeah. That whole sentence you just heard me say, they had it in print, and they said I said that meant pick up 3 ounces of meth. That's just not true. You know what I mean? Right. It don't even make sense when you're talking to a man like me who really lives and breathes the studio every day and working with everybody. No, that's what that really means. Right. And the judge said that. Come on, man. And he sat there. If you go look up 249-69045, you will see how the judge said, bingo, meaning he was excited. He got your point. That my points was down because he knows why. I shouldn't have been there. Oh, and he couldn't just kick you out. I took a plea. I didn't fight like my boy told me to. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like he really wanted me to in the beginning. I didn't fight. I took a plea. So now that you're in there, you've taken the plea. Ain't no double back and you can't go back and say, oh, no, now let me fight. No. They knew I wasn't supposed to be there. I think that's what it was. They knew it. I'm not even supposed to be here. But he's not gonna, man, they told me that if I gave them information on the safety valve, that I wouldn't have to do no time. I would have got probation. Come on, man. Nobody finna do no, man. I took my time, but I wasn't supposed to be there. What you think would have happened if you went to trial? I probably would have lost. You think so? Of course. Obviously not. I would have. You know why? You had too many people coming in there. Because his people that got up against him was going to say the same thing about me.
Yeah.
And that's all it takes. It's two people, man.
Yeah.
That's it. If two people come together against anybody, man, you're hit.
It's over.
Whether you did it or not.
It's over. They got you, don't they?
Yeah, they're just finna come get me. And when bro finally realized that after going to law library every day, he's like, man, no, you gotta get out of the way. Because they finna rock. My own people. You know, this is when tears come out.
Yeah.
My own people really finna get up there and go on me.
Yeah, no, that broke his heart. I know exactly how he felt. When your
and not only did he tell me to get out the way, he told Guala to get out the way too.
And
rest in peace, Guala. But Guala was the only other black dude on that whole 28-man conspiracy.
Guala who?
He young.
The little young dude, Guala?
He passed away?
Yeah.
Right when he got out of prison?
Oh, he went to prison and then...
Yeah, he was in prison on our case and then got out and then lost his life.
No, I was asking about it. He used to be, I feel, with one of the rap groups. It must be somebody
He is
else.
a rapper, rap groups. He did a
the
video.
Little dude that used to be with Young Cat?
No, not him.
Okay, somebody else.
No. He had, this Guala has a video with D-Lo to Chop.
Okay.
At a car wash.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And he told Guala get out the way. Guala got out the way?
Got out the way.
And how much time he do?
Probably less time than me. He didn't do nothing. Never busted a serve, never even. But he knew everybody, but never did nothing.
He was just on the
phone. He was a driver.
Oh.
Man, he didn't get no time.
He was
did like 4 years in the feds, 3 years. Got sentenced to 4 years in the feds. So he probably did 2.5, 3 years.
At what point in time in your sentence did you surrender to God?
I did it before my sentence.
Straight. So
I did it when they killed Maestro, and he died for no reason.
At the studio.
That's when I did it.
You surrendered to God right there.
Around that time.
It saved your life. God saved something saved your life.
Not something.
God saved your life. So, and from what I heard is God saved your life with that car wreck. Your homie got wrecked in San Diego.
I've been saved my life so many times, man. You crazy? One time I smoked a thing. I smoked a thing of K2. It was damn near naked on the ground of the hotel. It was finna die. Man, God has saved me a lot of times. When that K2, you could go get it from the gas stations.
Yeah.
Off of Shawnee Drive. They had that death in the pack. Almost killed me one night. God said, boy, you stupid.
Made you leave it alone.
Man, I left it alone, never touched it again.
You was naked on the floor.
Not naked. Almost naked.
Okay.
Breathing, sucking in oxygen.
Oh yeah, you just didn't feel right.
As a matter of fact, it was August night, 103 degrees at night. No wind nowhere. No wind nowhere.
How do you remember
and
this?
I'm flapping like a fish on a blacktop.
How do you remember this?
With my shirt off and my pants down and I'm flapping because you know why I'm flapping? I can't find oxygen. And I say, God, I love you. Send some air, please. And may my child fall down wherever he's at right now. A gust of wind came underneath that car and hit me in the face.
Straight up.
I'm not playing with you, man. I wrote this in a book, man. This is in a book published in the federal penitentiary right now. I'm not playing.
What's the name of the book?
I got it at my house. I don't know the name of it, but I'm gonna take a picture. I'm gonna send it to you so you can put it up. For real. And my mama never read those pages because she don't like to hear me when I was like that. So I gave the book to my mama. She said, I ain't never gonna read it.
Oh, so this is your personal book, or you just had pages in the book?
No, I was a part of a literary group in the feds.
Okay.
And my class wrote a book. And you got to, every member of the class has a chapter in this published book about their life that they wrote. And I wrote that story.
And about
flapping like a fish and God saved me with a gust of air. On call.
On call. As soon as you said God saved me, the air
on call. That's the whole thing. It was no air. You know a night August night in Kansas City when it's still hot. You know.
So you feel like God I say he saved you in San Diego. He saved you and Touched the Judge. Yeah. He saved you when Maestro died. Yeah. A few times that night, Maestro died. Because Maestro said, don't go in there. Man, and he got shot. And then dude was chasing you.
You be listening, boy. That boy paying attention. You right on the money, boy.
You know what I'm saying? He saved you a few times.
Man, come on, man.
He saved you. Man, it sound like what you say, threw you a gust of air.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying? That's it. So I could see why you gave your life to God after all those events. After these things is happening.
Well, Maestro, it was just, I'm supposed to be dead.
Yeah.
That little dude running after me. I'm 400-something pounds trying to run.
How did he miss you?
Come on. We're going to just keep saying hi. You're going to just keep saying it. God. You're going to keep saying it. So I got you. Yeah, God is how he missed in the only way.
That's the only way he missed you.
The only way, bro.
Because he didn't touch you once.
Man,
That's
I
amazing.
ain't never been shot. Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord.
Man. I done been standing next to two niggas.
Yeah.
And a nigga come barreling down the street, blowing an effing out the window, and this nigga get hit. This guy. And this guy.
Huh?
You heard me, man. A nigga come down, blowing an F in. I'm standing in a row with niggas. This nigga get hit right next to me, and this nigga get blowed down. Man, I've been by the grace of God. Hey, man, he done kept his hand on me, dog. I'd be a fool not to recognize who he was.
He just keeps saving you.
That was an amazing night. Man, he gonna talk about that night.
He keep his hands on you.
Yeah.
He keep his hands on you to save you in so many different instances. It's amazing almost.
You too.
Yeah, I've been saved a lot.
Hey, on everything, I was just talking to my homeboy the other day, right? We were saying, all the brothers, man, who didn't take heed to the saving, who didn't take heed to the blessing that blessed them, to the damn near dying, to the whatever the case was.
They fell victim.
But they didn't listen to those
signs. Because signs are symbols to a conscious mind.
And then they ran into a train or no longer here, or I got homies that lost their mind, didn't listen to the sign, lost their mind. I got a homie right now who got with HIV. I got a homie who found out he had full-blown AIDS in the joint.
Ooh. The way he found it out in the joint.
From signs, though. Signs. You done had other signs to chill out.
Did he catch it in the joint?
No.
Oh, man, that hurts. Come home. You went home fully good, and then you come home with AIDS?
No, you left with AIDS and didn't know it because you never went to go get tested. And when you got to the penitentiary, they make you get tested.
Oh, that's how he found out. Yeah, they do test you. They do test you, don't they? First day, as soon as you get in there.
Yeah.
They test you.
When I found out I didn't have AIDS, I threw a party for my whole tier. On a Tuesday.
You was out there getting like that, man, when you was in the world?
On a Tuesday. This is fact.
You had a party.
Had a cold nacho party. You know how much that is?
Yeah.
For 10 brothers. Yeah. To eat.
About 4 or 5 bags of chips.
Come on,
2 or 3 summer dogs.
Come on, cold nacho, all tunas and mackerels though.
Yeah.
Big money. You feel me? Yeah, when I found out I didn't have HIV, I threw a party. They was like, man, what y'all doing, man? It's Tuesday, ain't nothing popping, ain't no movie, ain't no Monday Night Football. What y'all doing? They said, man, the big homie ain't got AIDS. They said, you lying. Y'all having a party for that? He's different.
You
feel me?
He was out there living a wild life.
Man,
yeah.
Back in the day.
Oh, man, you was the man.
Back in the day, I was acting like I was. You feel me? Hey, for real, bro.
I can imagine what it's like pulling up in the car with Rich. Just the way people treat you. The way.
Man, that's one thing. But then you got that slap with him, though. You ain't just pulling up. A lot of people pull up with him.
Oh, no, you got that joint.
But hold on, you got that stuff. They can't stop listening to your voice, though.
Yeah. That's a big
They want to spend money with you and Big Homie.
That's a big fact.
When bro pull up, they want to spend money with him and the big homie in there.
Whoever that is in the car.
Hey, he's more affordable, man. We want 3 of what he can do.
Hell yeah.
We want 1 of what Rich can do, and let me get 3 hooks. Y'all remember that? Yeah. Y'all remember looking at them? Hey, BoyBig on here 6 times.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, them niggas wanted that. They wanted that sound, baby.
Nah, you was on everybody album. Back to back. Back to back. Back to back. Everybody who was coming back then. Where y'all used to record all that music at, man?
Man, we recorded a lot of places.
You ever learn to record yourself?
Man, I ain't got the patience.
Oh yeah. So somebody recorded you every time you did all that music.
Every time.
For real?
Yeah, if I can't record myself, I ain't got no patience for that.
And Rich don't record himself.
No.
Man, stop it, bro.
And he got his own studio and still don't.
He don't record himself.
No, he gonna have an engineer pull up and knock it out for him.
What? He don't roll out the bed and just record.
Nah, I know that's what y'all think, but nah.
That don't even make sense. He got too much music. So Jazz down there pumping all this stuff out.
Jazz, and now he been working with Gage.
Okay. That's a lot of music, man. What do you got, 150 albums?
More than that. Gotta think more than that.
Well, if he been coming every week. Last time I checked, it was 150.
Yeah, that was 10 years ago.
Nah. That was a few months ago.
No.
That was a few months ago, about a year ago.
He had 100 albums, man.
So you think he like 200-300 up?
He's probably in 200 something.
200 albums.
Something. 200 something.
Yeah. And you want some of the best music of them all.
Man, I'm on the first half.
The first half. Because
he's been putting out continuously since I've been gone. You know what I mean? Yeah. He got a whole nother wave.
I remember hearing you say the other day you was going to get up there and perform Colosso.
Yeah, I ain't going to lie. That man got up there, man, and we had gotten together before the show.
Yeah.
Me, him, and Diggs. And Diggs said, hey, I'm going to play Listen to Me, Baby. You going to get up there? I said, well, I'm going to run from the stage if you play that.
I heard that song the other day.
I say, you know what? You can play it, but I ain't finna be around when you do.
Hey, you know what's crazy? So I did the interview with you. Mm-hmm. And then when we left here, for some odd reason, Ape Gang was playing all BoyBig's music whole night.
That's my guy, man. Ape Gang, man. That's my guy right there.
We riding all the way out south. I done heard 100 BoyBig songs. Then I heard that, would you listen to me, baby? Man. Oh, you got it. So I was like, wait a minute. If I'm listening to the song right, BoyBig wrote this hook. What he told us on the interview, some of the stuff at the life he was living, he was writing this. I used to think that they would tell him to write this. But nah, bro, did you hear what he just said on the hook?
Man.
You wrote all that?
What them guys? Man, I'm going to tell you that a song that was told, like here, say this, was one time, I think.
What song?
Square, for bro, big bro.
Yeah.
He said, all I want you to say is, what I say on this song, I can't square something. It's like the squares. I don't remember what song, but man, I wrote all that. Man, I set the tone.
You wrote, I'ma hit you with, he gonna hit me with them bricks. Oh yeah.
I get the beat first.
So wait a minute.
I set the tone. I made the song about bricks.
So wait, did you set the tone for the J Diggs song?
Of course.
Listen to me, baby.
Of course.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy.
All them songs you hear, man, Colossal. Bro told me what to say.
Colossal?
Yeah, because remember how he's in the hook, too. He's like saying on the stage, he said, all I want you to say is Colossal. So I had to figure out how to say it, though. I had to figure out, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, like, and another one he did, I can't think of it, was something about squares.
You sure it wasn't bricks?
No.
You wrote Hit Me With the Bricks.
All that, man.
Man, we need some. All right, no, we don't.
That. I wrote, What can I do?
Oh,
man. Even I can't dodge the rain. All that. There was no vocals on there. I just heard the beat, heard the rain, and that's what it came up with.
Whose song was that, Tony?
That's Rich, Jacka, AP9, and Ann Pacino.
Oh man,
that's on Devil's Rejects.
Yeah,
all that.
Wait a minute. So that's on Devil's Rejects, right?
Either 1, 2.
That's on one. It's on one of the Devil's Rejects. It is.
Mm-hmm.
It is. Where did y'all do that song at? Or was it sent around, or y'all all did it together that night?
We did that in Akron, Ohio. We did that. Brick. We did a lot of music in Akron, Ohio that weekend.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was that's when they had that big show out there in the video in Akron.
I think it was a show.
It was a bunch of y'all out there. When I looked up on the show, I seen it was everybody.
It was a show.
I think it was there.
Yeah, it was a show. I remember that.
Will Slap was there.
Was you there, bro? Yeah, Will
Slap was there.
That's when they showed us his block, and all the houses on this side of the block was his. We was all looking like, boys, they really getting to it.
If I could name anybody I remember from that time in that era, Will.
Yeah.
Will was in there. He was there for sure. Y'all had a night that time. That's when y'all was kicking it. Y'all was kicking it. I used to look back and see it and be like, man, they having fun.
Man, we was having a lot of fun.
They having fun. So, do you ever miss any of that?
Well, okay. I miss hanging out with my buddies because they are my friends.
Yeah.
I miss my friends. I miss that feeling of camaraderie and my buddies and my dogs and hanging out and talking mess. So I was split, you know what I mean? Just sitting back. So when I was at the club, I couldn't stand it.
Right.
I'm in the back like, man, when is this over?
Yeah, this ain't
2
cool.
minutes. It was dark. It was dark, hot. Oh, man.
Weed smoke everywhere.
Man, it just
people spilling alcohol, being obnoxious.
It just was. I haven't been in that setting in a long time, so I just was like, man, it's just not me no more.
But you ended up staying with them till 5 in the morning to the studio.
Yeah, because that's me.
That's your energy.
Yeah, let's go back to the studio.
Fun.
Man, we had fun, too.
Did y'all do some music that night?
Yeah.
You did some with J. Diggs?
Nah, J. Diggs had another show. He went to 42nd Street, I think, or he went to Scario Andretti's spot.
Wait a minute. Rich did 2 shows that night. J. Diggs did 2 shows that night.
We left that club and we looked up on live on Facebook and J. Diggs was somewhere going crazy on stage. I think it was Andretti's spot.
Yeah, them young dudes gonna have to get it together. How these 2 old dudes now doing you youngsters, man? Now I don't see none of the youngsters doing 2 shows in a night.
And that's what Father Figure said. He hung out with us all night. His head was spinning like, y'all finna go to the studio now? At 2 in the morning, like, yeah. and yeah, he got it in with bro. Him and Rich got it in tough. Him and Father Figure and Rich.
They do some music?
Yeah, just them.
Really?
I didn't even do nothing.
For real?
For real.
I wish you could do a song with J. Diggs right now and make him do him like you do them youngsters.
I did. You ain't, man, you better
You recently got a song with J. Diggs.
Lighters in the air.
Straight up.
Street Ballin' 3.
I ain't heard that yet.
He didn't cuss or nothing. Nobody cussed. They love me.
You on Street Ballin' 3, nobody cussing.
Nobody cussing, bro. And they both giving it up to God in their own way.
Street Ballin' 3, nobody cussing, and they both give it up to God.
Man, Lighters in the air.
I gotta hear
and
that.
It's slapping too.
It's you, Rich, and Diggs.
Yeah.
Lighters in the air.
Now on the remix that they're making for the deluxe album, Street Ballin' 3, the deluxe, Father Figure on there now.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up. Got bro in there.
Yeah,
got him in there.
Sure.
You still making things happen, man.
You
still doing big things.
I love my guys, man.
You still doing big things. I like the whole thing with Father Figure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I seen y'all got like a podcast and y'all had like an intro.
Yeah, like Father Figure's podcast.
Yeah, it said the N-word and put the F on it. Y'all spray painted the F on it.
Yeah, Figures.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
You know, just bigging up dads.
Yeah.
You know, being a father figure to your kids' life.
You know, that's
we working on that right now. But
you know,
it's more of it's just taking us a long time.
You know, I hate to bring this up, but I have to.
Yeah.
Because we're on the father figure situation, right?
Uh-huh.
And in the last interview, you said your baby mama didn't denounce the life when you did.
Yeah, it's like...
Do you blame yourself for that?
I don't blame myself, but it's sad to see somebody still stuck in a cycle that you graduated from. Because when you're looking at the person and you love the person, as a person, and you have genuine love for this person, and they still stuck in a cycle that you were able to break from, that makes you sad. You know what I mean? It makes you feel, you know what I mean? But is it my fault? Do I blame myself? No, I don't do that. But I'm very, I'm very engulfed in that feeling of just like, dang, like
some kind of guilt.
Yeah. So when you tap into that feeling about somebody love, I don't judge. I don't ever judge. I always big her up when she calls me and we talk on the phone. I'm always trying to motivate her and let her know, what I think about her truly. You know what I mean? So,
right. That's cool. That's cool that you could get past that because I lost my brother and I blame myself for it. You know what I mean? Because I was trying to change and he didn't want to change, but he ended up dying. And I blame myself. I feel like, man, if I could have showed my little brother something different, he would have did something different. I didn't show him nothing different. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I asked you if you felt any guilt for that. You know what I'm saying?
I got a lot of homeboys who passed. You know what I mean? Or like not my brother, so I can't feel it totally like what you're saying. But I do have buddies who passed, and it seems like they might have passed like under my tutelage or under my, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Being
a older homie or whatever, and so I can relate to what you're saying, but not all the way because I've never lost a sibling. Except for my big brother. But
I'm just talking about the guilt of like
your influence.
Yes, my influence had a lot to do with that.
Yeah, I can definitely understand that feeling.
My influence, that's what I meant by that. It was a negative. It ended out being negative. It had a negative outcome. Even though eventually I was pure. I was genuine. It was for us to better ourselves. But him losing his life was never better. Or her going to prison was never better. No. You know what I'm saying? That was never part of the plan.
No.
That was never part of the plan.
No. And I like I said, I don't beat myself up, but it makes me just pour more compassion into her now, like understanding and compassion and empathy and those things towards her, and
That's what's up, man. I really wanted to ask that.
Plus my son still adores his mother. Loves his mother.
Yeah.
So, and I love him.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's like I support him in loving his mom and the whole thing,
That's always good. Showing him how to be a man. Regardless of what you gotta love. Regardless of what. You know what I'm saying? That's always good for him to have you to show him that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a
God
blessing.
knew what he was doing.
Yeah, God saved you too many times. He said you got a purpose.
Man, and I be really thinking my kids be my purpose of even breathing still sometimes.
Well, you know what? You know what you said on the interview? There's some dudes who be like, man, I grew up to you, man. I got 30 years, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
them is your kids, too.
Man.
And when I say that, is when you came out of prison, you changed. You knew that was wrong, that you had put that into the world, right? So now you changed it. You got Rich and D's doing music without Cousin.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? You made C-Dub do a whole song. See, C-Dub ain't never did a song without
Cousin.
2
songs, right?
2 songs with you, yep. You made A-Gang do a song without cussing. They have these people are using their brains. And all the artists that you work with now, you implemented something positive.
Yeah.
So basically, when this collective all comes together and everybody realizes what's going on, you left a positive mark.
Man, that's all I want to do.
A heavy positive mark.
That's all I want to do, bro, for real. Because that was my biggest thing. I did so much stuff on the other side.
Yeah.
In my own heart, I feel like I gotta balance it out, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gotta balance that out.
I think you're balancing it out real good.
I'm trying to, bro.
I think you're doing real good, man.
I'm trying to.
Because these dudes don't... Everybody, we just go in there and do music, and it's about whatever we come to mind. But when BoyBigs come, you got to use your brain.
Gotta see, how's this dude coming? You know Ryder Ra?
Yeah.
You know him?
Yeah. I don't know him personally, but I know who you're talking about.
I just did a song with him.
Really?
It's so hard to you. It's like you.
He didn't cuss.
He did not cuss not one time, and he artfully and mark my words. When the song come out with me and Rod, the whole town will be like, "Oh, okay," because it's hard. He came a dope way. Man, I murdered the hood. Rod.
Shout out to him, man. Shout out to him, man. Now, I want to hear this song now. Now the people are going to be looking for it.
Hey.
Good promotion. This is great promotion.
It's real. Me and him got a banger. Like, you going to think it's the old me, but it ain't. You know what I mean? You going to think it is, though.
What's the song called?
I can't even remember, bro. And I'm not
okay, I don't even want you to. Okay, all right. I don't even want you to go.
I can't remember exactly how it go, but I just know it's tough.
That's what's up.
I'm shooting a video to it.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see you do more videos.
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'd love to see you do more music because the music you create, you might as well name it, man. You might as well, because you're making a genre. Mm-hmm. This is like, you can't call it gospel, and you can't call it street rap. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because there ain't no cussing going on. We ain't selling dope and smacking women.
But we still making good music.
But we still making good music. What genre would you put that in?
I don't know, man.
Classic rap?
Classy
rap?
Something like that, man. I got a show this weekend in Topeka. I got a show in a week after that in Lawrence. So they still booking me for this stuff.
For this classy rap?
Classy rap.
Okay.
No, don't call it no classy rap.
You don't like classy rap?
We're going to figure out a different
name.
It's
upscale rap. It's upscale. It's upscale. You know what I'm saying? This is a whole nother. Oh, you don't like classy? That's too sassy.
Good music.
Good music. No, you good. You putting good music out. Positive music, actually. Mm-hmm. Everything is positive that I hear coming from over there. You got Rich and Diggs on a song, not cussing.
Yeah.
How did you do that?
Man, let me tell you something. It's a funny story. And let me tell you something. Let me tell you who can vouch for this story. Jazz. Right?
Yeah.
641?
Yeah.
I go to the session. Rich sitting in there. He like, man, this Diggs keep hitting me, telling me, we gotta have you on this song. We gotta have you on this project.
Yeah.
He said, all right, but I'm gonna play the ones we think that. He said, I'm gonna play the mild ones that we think you could probably get on, right?
Yeah.
Hey, he played some stuff, right? Ain't nothing on there mild. Everything was heavily saucy, man. You feel me? Super hot. I was like, I'm not getting on none of that.
Right.
I said, I'm not getting on none of that. Let me, woo. And, I ended up bringing the beat.
Yeah.
Giving them the beat, SC Trill, doing that hook for them, and then told them, now don't cuss. I had to call Diggs. He wasn't there. I was like, Brody, I need you mild. I need you, you know what I mean? And they did it for me, man.
What's the purpose of you doing the music without cussing? What is the purpose of that?
My 11-year-old daughter.
She got to hear it.
I want her to, she likes to slap my music and say every word.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she listens to every word, and my 11-year-old daughter she's killing me singing. She's finna kill me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's really that. She just made honors choir. She's really that, right? But she listens to her daddy, and her daddy be, I don't want her saying all that. Yeah. That's not the life I want her glorifying or nothing like that. You know what I mean? So if she's gonna hear her daddy, she's gonna be able to say every word. She's gonna be able to hear every feature on there.
Yeah.
Did you hear One Step with me and Rich?
No.
Did you hear the words? You gotta play One Step and hear the words what Rich said on my song.
I remember the first time you told me what you had going on. I went and listened to it, and it was like Rich wasn't moving me on it, I guess. So I kind of got out of it.
Maybe he wasn't.
I don't know if that's the same song.
But he was talking like you ain't never heard him talk.
And so you brought something out of him you think is different.
Man, it's in there though. We all get older. He got a son that he takes care of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We all got real.
It's in us.
Yeah, man.
Positivity though.
It's just another story. Like positive, that sounds so weak. You know what I mean? Positive. Why we need to change that. I know we gotta change that because it's just life. It's real life music that ain't always glorifying the bull crap. That's all. Yeah. I just ain't glorifying the bull crap.
Yeah.
I'm not finna, make you feel good about saying we sell dope. I'm not finna make you feel good saying that.
Right.
I can't be a part of that no more. Because there are guys in there, man, they telling on each other. They not telling and doing 30 years. Everybody forgetting them. Man, come on, man. That stuff ain't cool like that. You know?
You got a big point there.
It's cool when you're listening, but it's not cool when you're living and going through that. It ain't cool to me.
Did it hurt you back when them guys in there was like, man, I used to listen to your song. Hey, this is my favorite song for you. And he talking about dope. And you like, bro, how much time you
No, you know what hurt me? Ebony Turner hurt me.
Who was this?
Ebony Turner was a black girl in Wyandotte, Kansas, who was riding with her nigga. And her nigga was driving her car. And her nigga hit the corner. And the niggas that he was into it with came through shooting. And they shot Ebony Turner in the head. He lived. But Ebony Turner, my homegirl, got shot in the head. When she got shot in the head, and they went to her car and was picking up her brain fragments from her car because the nigga jumped out the car, I believe, and ran and left Ebony there by himself. So when they're going through the car picking up her brain fragments, they see that my CD, the Player Hustle, Real Life Hustle and Flow, is halfway ejected out of her CD deck with her brain fragments on my CD.
Oh, man.
That's what got me. Because to me, I'm a spiritual person. I've always been spiritual.
Yeah.
Right before she met Alpha and Omega, because she got shot in her face, she died instantly, right?
Yeah.
They were listening to Pimp and Hoeing and Bet Money's the best thing going. And
yeah.
Right before she met her maker, she was listening to me.
Put
that in her mind and into her spirit. That's what got me, dog. That's what got me. Like, man, hold on. Right before you met the maker, you was listening to me, and I was putting that into your mind and spirit about selling your body, about all this woo-doo-woo-woo-woo. And I have love for you, and now you dead because you in the life hanging with niggas, riding with a nigga who probably didn't even love you for real.
Yeah.
Because man, he left you.
Right.
Come on, man. That's what got me. R.I.P. Ebony Turner, my homie.
Yeah, that hurt to hurt.
That's really one of the main things that got me.
That sound like it hurt.
Yeah, because that's deep, man, when you're in the spiritual world, when you really think spiritually, when you believe that there's a heaven and a hell, when you believe that there's a God and an evil one, when you believe these things, that's deep.
You basically done played a part in this.
It wasn't that you... I didn't play a part in her demise, but dang, where was she
Where was she at mentally listening to you?
You know, that's tough.
You know what I'm saying? And then the last thing she left was basically negativity as she was going to see her maker. So you want people, when they hear your voice, if they happen to be in that situation, and if your voice is the last voice they hear, they heard something positive, so they can go tell
bring
God.
Life to them or something, man, you know?
Right.
I don't want to be part of the negative machine. I know that.
Right. You know, in our last interview, you might have thought that I was a Muslim because of the way that I had used words like prophet.
No, I didn't.
And you know what you said? You said you was like, nah, Jesus. And I wanted to say this in this interview right here that I don't. They always say you're not supposed to argue religion.
Yeah, religion and politics.
Religion and politics. Religion shouldn't be argued. Period. Because a good Christian is a good Muslim, and a good Muslim is a good Christian. And why I say that is because it's all about God. You know what I mean? Jesus Christ was a great human being, was a great man, and all of that. I believe in the Holy Trinity. I believe in the Trinity. You know what I'm saying? But I still believe that at the top of the Trinity is God. You know what I mean? So it's all about God. You know what I mean? And the way that you are, I'm not going to say pushing God, but the way you are perceiving God to the environment is amazing. The way you were, what's the best word to use? I don't know. It's different, man. You're pushing it. You're pushing it, bro. You're pushing it.
I got that from Rich, though, what you saying, though. How you explaining it to me?
Yeah.
One day I was sitting with Rich, and Rich said, burger is too much. I'm like, what you talking about? Burger. You need a small spoon, not the big spoon, Becky. It's too much. You gotta get the small spoon. Which means give them a little bit. Because if you give them too much, they repel, they run, they don't want to hear about it. If I say Jesus 5 times, they're going to be like, oh, man, get me out of here. You know what I mean? But that's not the mission. I don't want you to run when I bring up my God. I want you to listen. So how can I give it to you where you don't want to run from?
Right.
To where maybe when you by yourself, you think about it on your own time.
Right.
You know, that's it. Little spoon.
You giving it to the community.
Small spoon, burger.
You giving it to the community, though.
Nah, but I just took what he said like he was right, though. You know what I mean? Because when I started looking up and none of my homies knowing the music, and I know these Negroes love me. But if I play one of my new songs, I'm like, boy, I ain't heard it, nigga. That's been out for a year and a half. Oh, because I lost you with the convo. Okay. Yeah. Let me bring the convo down just a little bit so you know it's still me repping what I rap. But let me, you know, be more accessible as far as understanding what I mean and things like that.
You know, at one point, we thought you was on a high horse when you wasn't really doing the music. But then when you came down here with us and started showing us what it was you was trying to do, I was like, oh, that's amazing.
You thought I was on a high horse?
Yeah, we all did. We couldn't get no music with BoyBigs.
Man.
The BoyBigs ain't pulling up.
I got cussed out by one of my baby mamas, man, one time. She called me every name in the book.
Why?
Because she said all her family was talking about how they can't get the sound of Rich and me together. She was really trying to go in on me like, how you gonna do that to your people?
How you gonna do that?
Like, bro, hold on, man. Nobody write me, man. Nobody send me no soups, man. What you talking about? People. Who, nigga? What people?
For real. They wasn't there, huh?
No, I'm just saying, you know.
Nah, I understand exactly what you mean. What people? For real. They care about what soap you use or deodorant.
Yeah, you didn't know if I was indigent or into it. You know
For real.
They didn't know that.
They didn't know where you was at or what you was going through, but these is your people. All of a sudden. But you gave them a small spoon.
Small spoon, baby.
That's what he told you.
I get them a small spoon. I promise you it's stuck though. Because one night I'm at his house. And I'm playing this song, right? And I'm really into what I was into, you know what I mean? But it's spiritual, but it's R.I.P. And I think it was moving him he was getting sad. Yeah. And he turned it off like, no, man.
It's too big. It's too much. It's too much. It's like they not ready for that.
It's exactly what he said, those words.
They not ready.
Biggie, they're not ready for that.
Yeah, they not ready for that. You gotta come in small. You gotta take babies. You gotta crawl with this.
And that was him telling me if I want to captivate the audience that I once had. That's what he was saying. Yeah. Because my new music was captivating a new audience, the church. Yeah. You know what I mean? Which is cool. But that's not why, I remember I told you, that's not why I believe he even made this my road. My road is to go back to where I came from.
So you
to
can
talk
show
about it. You know what I mean?
So you can show him.
Yeah. So it all made sense.
Oh, okay, so when he said that, he was like, okay, so I could give him a piece of it back in the world that I came from, and I could start picking them out.
Yeah, relate. Remain relatable. Remain the guy you were. Yeah. Those stories that you got, the life you lived. Different. But now switch it up.
What that song you got? You said, if I could see around the corner, if I could see. Come on. Maybe little Jimmy still be here. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can relate to that. Jimmy. Anybody, especially if you lost a loved one, can relate to that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So
that ain't churchy?
No, that was positive. What came out of that day, that was positive. I love to see that. That's why I keep bringing it up and keep saying it to you. Is because you're making a mark in the music in Kansas City that is different than what we're used to. Mm-hmm. But we all love your voice. Yeah. So we need that. Don't not give us that. Don't deny us that. Just tell us that, man. Hey, save yourself when you get up there, bro. Don't do nothing stupid out there, bro.
Like on a C-Dub song. He tried to start gangbanging at the end, didn't he?
Did he?
What he say? Blood? Or what he say?
Oh yeah.
I was like, I had to go ahead and quick get him off of that.
Oh, you said I was covered by the blood. Yeah.
I said I ain't gonna let you get that off of me.
He did say blood.
Man,
you went back and said we was covered by the blood.
He's finna sue whoop and everything at the end. I said nah.
Yeah, you went back and made him fix that. You say he was covered by the blood. Yeah, I remember that. I forgot about that. That was cool. You did that. See what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying?
It's banging though.
Do you see what you see what you're doing?
For sure.
I almost feel like it's aggressive.
It is a little bit. It gotta be. How can I hang out with y'all and not be aggressive? How can big homies and them be my homies and I got to be aggressive if I gotta get my point across there.
You had to be aggressive with J Diggs to say, man, don't cuss on the song.
I had to call him. Because guess what? Bro didn't want to do it. Bro wasn't finna call him because he knew the deal.
Yeah, he said, man, I ain't calling.
He said, he gave me the number. I said, hey, ain't none of that happening. He said, oh, and he killed it though. Out of love and respect, not just because I said no. Because they love and respect me and I'm their homie, you know what I mean?
I mean, just like he said, if we're going to do this song, Reggie, we're going to do this album, BoyBig's got to get on here. He love working with you. He love your voice. He love your sound.
My friends.
Yeah.
And ain't got to get down with him, you know what I mean, since I've been home.
In years.
Especially Diggs. I ain't did nothing with him since, you know.
Oh, you really ain't done that with Rich neither, for real? Outside of...
I did Legend. I put that whole play together.
Okay.
This is for Legend. One Step. And that's it. I believe. Nothing for his projects, nothing for him.
Oh, okay. So this street balling thing.
So street ball was the first one was
Lighters in the
for
Air.
them, yeah.
What is the song Lighters in the Air about? Because I hear Lighters in the Air, I'm thinking about some weed.
Man, you can't play it, huh?
No, well, you can, but I want you to give me a gist of it.
Lighters in the Air, you know, repping for all the people that ain't here, man, giving it up to God, because we know we ain't supposed to be here either. So we giving up to Him. You know what I mean? That's pretty much it.
They both was on the song talking like that.
They both had something to say about that. Yes. Yes, they both did.
And you came up with this whole, or you went and got the beat, and you had this song already before you got in there with them.
Man, Jazz from 6411, he'll tell you, I can't believe the album was supposed to be turned in tonight. But you done came here and restructured the whole thing, and now they got to wait. Remember how the album was supposed to come out on one day?
Yeah.
It didn't come out, right?
Yeah.
It kept waiting. That was because they were waiting on me. Because once I brought the new song, now they have to go, you know, Diggs was in the Bay or whatever, wherever he was, he had to record the verse. And, you know, all out of love, though.
Diggs showed you that much love and did that.
Diggs is my homie for real. Like, you gotta remember, Diggs is my homie for real.
I'm interested to hear a whole 10 songs from you and Diggs.
Man, he could do it.
Could you pull that out of him, you think?
Yeah, I could.
I'm not talking about the 10 songs. I'm talking about
the energy?
Yes.
Yeah, I could. Cause I know I'm not the only one who notices. But Diggs on Street Ballin' 3 is killing it for real. It's like bro done got way better at rapping too. Yeah. To me, you know what I mean? So I know he could go other places.
So you
with the music.
But I think if y'all did 10 songs, he's gonna want you to do one secular song.
No, he ain't.
He gonna pray for you to do it. He gonna pay you to do it. Come on, man, I need this secular song.
He ain't gonna do it. We gonna
he ain't even gonna ask you that, huh?
But I'm making secular songs too. But they're just not the secular. I'm not just doing the bull crap. Cause my other like Proud of You. That ain't no gospel song.
Yeah.
That's a secular song. Me and Father Figure.
Right.
Ain't no gospel song. It's just a dope song. You know what I mean?
So you don't feel like that's secular music?
It is secular.
I mean, no. I mean, you feel like
the song "Proud of You" you could put in a secular column. Is what I'm saying.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It could be on a secular playlist because it ain't gospel.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Just a song with no cussing.
That's it. That makes sense. I'm just saying. So, but what I meant is, you just need to come up with your own genre, man. It's like we're just gonna have a BoyBig genre.
I got a whole album I just did with with my boy Gabe. What does everybody call him? Benjamins.
Okay. And what's it about?
It's a compilation album. I got everybody on there. I got Felix Mitchell on there. I got Rappin' Twan on there. I got my Christian brothers. Who else I got? I got Father on there. I got everybody on there.
Oh, y'all on there.
Rich is on there.
For real?
Yeah. It's called the album's called Big Faith.
It's coming out or it's out?
It's coming out.
It's called Big Faith.
Big Faith.
And Rich got a song on there called what?
He got a song on there. I can't think of the name, but it's hard.
Big Faith.
On the album. He's on the album Big Faith, yes sir. And I did this with my boy Gabe. You know what I mean? Me and my boy Gabe are doing an album. But his name on social media is Benjamin Mob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Benjamin Mob.
Yeah.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Big Gabe. Shout out to him, man. He put
Big
this
Gabe.
whole project together.
Yeah.
The whole compilation.
Yeah.
Oh, you had something to do with it
Yeah,
too?
me and him.
Okay.
He came and got me, and we did a project together, and the project is a compilation album. Man, there's a lot of guys on there. I can't even, if I had the whole list, you'd be like, oh, dang, they on there? Yeah.
I'm trying to hear that song with you and Rowdy Rod. What we got to do to hear that?
You're going to have to get Rowdy Rod on here, man, and get an interview.
Get an interview from Rowdy Rod? Yeah, I would love to sit down and talk to him, man. He's been through a lot, man. His story is impactful, to my understanding.
This song is crazy.
He got a powerful story like you.
Yeah, he's got a powerful story, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You said the judge came in and saved you at your trial.
Mm-hmm.
Or at your sentencing day.
Sentencing day, yeah.
Sentencing day. You said you used to record real music. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
You said you went to prison and people tried to say you told on Rich.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What else is there? Man, we can go all day with some of the things you have told us on this platform. You know what I'm saying? That is, you know what I mean? What you say? You started doing music. You started actually recording music in 92, 93?
93, yeah.
Real to real?
I'm trying to think. I might have started recording before that. You remember Pearl Records, Marvin Jackson?
Yeah.
I recorded with him before that, I believe, when I was 16.
Pearl Records was where?
On 32nd and Walnut. And Montel Jones.
Montel Jones?
No, Montel Jones.
You said this the other day. You said that the other day. You did tell me that. I asked you that same question. So it's called Pearl Records. That's where you was really started recording music.
I just remember being there with Montel Jones when I was younger than even Midwest Mafia.
Oh, okay. That was one of your first memories.
Yeah, that was real to real too.
That's amazing. What you say? You almost got shot at the studio the same day as your homie. What you say? Dude chased you down, shooting at you. Mm-hmm. Missed you. Missed me. Had a serious wreck where your homie crushed his face, but you just got a mark on your head.
Yeah. You just listed all your facts, right?
Yeah,
that was Cali.
You know what I mean? This is
Bone. Shout out to Bone. Yeah. Michael Ross.
These are some of the things that you've been through. These are, to us in the streets, these are accolades.
Yeah. There's a whole one. I can't think, man. There's so many stories, bro.
Let me get one good story of Rich before we get out of here, man. Give me a funny story about Rich, man. Oh, now, you know what? You ain't got to do about Rich. Which artist in Kansas City, or artist period, did you have the most fun with in the studio? That's the story we want. Where it was just, y'all kicked it, man. We had so much fun, bro. I just never forget that day. Any artist.
I'm trying to think of some of the funnest times I had in the studio. Where it was basically just really, but we were getting stuff done. I want to say Border Brothers 4.
Oh, yeah.
Border Brothers 4 had Al Pacino on it, Had Roddy J. Clyde on it. That was probably one of my folks. I had a party, a big party at Club Energy. If you remember Club Energy back in the day down there by Grand Slam, behind Grand Slam. I had a big party there, and everybody came in town for my party. Diggs, Fab, Mr. Fab, Al Pacino, Bossy, a lot of people. Psycho City from San Diego, 12 Gauge from San Diego.
Oh, you had one of them shows?
Yeah, the Pimp Extraordinaire from Half Head. Y'all remember Half Head? Half his head was bald and the other half was
yeah. I remember him.
Pimpin' Extraordinaire. He had all the Russian girls back in the day. Yeah, they all came to my party, but after my party, we all booked the studio session for the next 2 days, and that was probably my funnest time in the studio when all those people were still here for my party, and that's when they made Border Brothers 4, and that's when they made Street Ballin' 2. That's why. That's why Mr. Fab is on Street Ballin' 2, because they all did it during that whole weekend at Maestro's on 8th Street. That was probably my funnest time.
Y'all kicked it.
It was a kick. Fun. It just was, I think they got done with Border Brothers 4 in one night.
Straight up. Rich doing whole albums on one night.
Back then, for sure.
Have you ever worked with some of the artists, like other R&B, other singers in the city? Some of the singers?
Well, I did a song with YGKC the other day.
I mean, like Church Boy.
I know Church Boy for so long. The Phenom. I know all those great artists for so long, bro. But I've never done a song. Do me and Church Boy got a song? I don't know. Me and Church Boy might have something out there.
Yeah.
Because we were that close. I always, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But I got a song with Steve Yancey.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a song with him.
What about Bishop?
I got a song with Bishop.
Oh, yeah, I'd love to hear that.
I got a song with Bishop and what's his name that used to be with Bishop?
I don't even know.
He a rapper.
Oh, that was
They were like Thick as Thieves. I can't think of it.
The Van Brunt?
Yeah, Van Brunt guy. I forgot his name, but he's on that Cash Image. Got a song with Cash Image. I know, but hey.
Yeah, Cash Image. You got a song with Cash Image.
And Bishop. Mm-hmm.
Straight up. That's what's up. I always wanted to know if you ever worked with any of those dudes, man. Because some of them is up there, too, man.
Yeah,
they kind of trying to chase you, but they don't got them songs for Rich like you do, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got that song with Rich, them songs with Rich that's just undeniable to this day.
Tone.
And yeah, you got some cold ones with Tone. I forgot you did Gangsta-fied, though. So Gangsta-fied. You know what I mean? They still remaking that today, man.
Yeah, the dude who remade that with Young Cat, that was hard how he did it.
Oh, you like that?
I always wanted to, I don't know who the brother is, but he killed it. He killed it when he remade the Gangsta-fied for Cat.
Who else was that? Abe was on that song with you, Tone? It's you, Tone?
Oh,
Abe?
Abe was on the song with me. Yeah, Abe. Yep. He on that song.
Abe on that song? Yeah. That's what's up. That was a good song. That was
history, baby. History.
Good history. Is there any piece of history you want to put on the table? Because you just gave us a good one right there. Whoever did that song with Young Cat, you like the way he did. You like the way he twisted you.
Yeah, I did.
Give us some Kansas City history we don't know about. Can we get that?
Some Kansas City history that they don't know about.
Nobody knew you got shot. You got shot at the hotel, at the studio.
The whole town knew.
I mean, they knew, but not.
They didn't know to the degree.
Yeah, that you got chased down like that.
Yeah, they didn't know to the degree, but
you know what I'm saying?
It was a rumor I died.
Yeah. Nobody knew the judge walked in there and gave you that.
No.
He basically gave you clemency. You know what I'm saying?
He helped me.
He definitely got
He helped me because I'd probably had close to 9 years or something like that, 10 years.
Oh, you just now getting out.
Because I've been home for 7 years. I've been home for what? I'd have been being home for like 3 years.
3 years. Yeah, we just now getting out. The judge didn't do that.
I'm trying to think.
Let's get some history, man. Give us something we don't know about, man. You gave us some jewels.
I gotta think, bro.
Ron at the club tripping with Fat Tone.
Yeah. That was the first
Bomb,
one.
Bomb was the connection. Shout out to Bomb.
Bomb Dada.
Yeah, Bomb Dada. Bomb.
Sure.
Bomb was shout out to Bomb. I'm gonna have to get him on the couch.
Yeah, that's my boy. That's my boy right there.
Bomb was the connection.
Yeah, that's how I met Dionys. That's how I met Ron. I met Reese. My other guy, my other man, I can't think of his name right now, but man, it's
like
it's
Rev Loke and them.
Rev Loke. No, I don't know how I met Rev Loke, but I've been on Rev too.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Give us some of that Kansas City history.
Come on, you gotta spark something.
Spark something. All right,
where
where we can come from? We can go from the 8th Street studio with Maestro. We can go to the 59th Street studio with Ron. We can go to 641 the Jazz studio. We can go where you want me to spark it from? Give us some.
I got a story about George Clinton in the hood.
George Clinton, the P-Funk?
Yeah, P-Funk.
Come on, man.
You know, Maestro used to play the drums for George Clinton. Toured all around the world with George Clinton and Stevie Wonder. Maestro. So there's one night where George Clinton got a concert here in Kansas City. So he coming to Kansas City, getting a hold of his boy. Maestro. He come to the studio on 8th Street it was like about 10 o'clock, 9:30. He pulls his tour bus on 8th Street, right?
George Clinton.
The doors open, and there was so much cavi smoke. Blowing out all you smell is oil in the air.
Pace rock.
Everybody who's coming off that thing is lit like a Christmas tree.
Eyeballs poking out.
Rich. I mean, they're all rich. They all got money. They got, but everybody's smoking Yavi. Right? That blew my mind. So now now they're all in the studio.
Yeah.
Now Maestro got George Clinton in the booth.
High as hell.
When I walked into the studio, I had to bend my knees and come down about 4 inches.
Underneath the smoke.
Underneath the Yavi smoke.
It's just sitting in the air.
It's so much Yavi smoke. And everybody said, I couldn't believe it. I started wrapping stuff around my nose. So now I'm just looking like the asshole, right?
Yeah.
My legs. I'm walking around, everybody else is cool. I'm walking around with wet napkins over my nose, man, trying not to breathe the smoke.
But you were here with George?
But George Clinton's in here.
So you can't leave.
Oh, I left. I just kept going in and out. I couldn't take it. It was so much Yavi smoke.
They was in the studio smoking.
Man, right here, man, just on my own word, man. Man, that man was picking up boulders like this.
Lighting them.
Blew my mind.
Stuffing them in his pipe.
Hey, bro. That's the craziest. I mean, that's just the truth.
Yeah, no, that's a wild. That's wild.
8th Street, Wyandotte, Kansas. George Clinton and his whole busload of cronies.
Smoking.
You can't smell no weed in the air. And they not even mixing it. There ain't no boom blunts. This is raw, pure, unadulterated cavi.
They blowing.
And them D-boys started popping up at the studio. We like, what y'all? Shoot, they called us down here, big homie.
For real, huh?
Man,
they going state to state buying all the dope.
Bro, that was the craziest thing ever in Kansas City I ever seen that night.
And he smoked that for real.
What? They not, man. Just like how you ain't right till you smoke your blunt for the people who smoke weed.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Same way. They not right till they have it in their system. And I ain't talking down on nobody. It just blew
that's
my
just
mind.
what happened. It actually happened.
It actually happened. And my boys will tell you, because everybody was trying to get some of that money. They all wanted something.
Yeah. Everybody wanted something.
It was like 17, 18 people on that bus. It was a tour bus, huge.
Yeah. They smoking.
Yeah, if you like that. Boulders.
I wonder, was the driver smoking?
Bro, I don't know. I didn't stay long. I did not stay long. I remember that. I was outside most of the time. We were just out there shaking our heads like, wow, this is amazing.
George Clinton's in there smoking crack.
Big boulder rocks. In the studio going crazy. And the way he record, he makes no sense.
Really?
He does 3 or 4 tracks of making no sense. And then Maestro puts that stuff together to where it creates a song.
Huh?
Yeah.
He just go in there and say stuff.
He go in there and say the most craziest, outlandish things you've ever heard. On rhythm. 3 or 4 different tracks of it. All different. Maestro was so cold, he went back and made a hook and verses out of what George Clinton gave him.
Swear.
Promise you. I was looking at. I didn't hear that till the next day because, like I said, I had to go. It was popping, too popping in there. Yeah. But when I came back the next day and heard what he did after seeing what George Clinton was doing in there, I was like, "How did you create a song like that?"
He was cold.
My shit was cold, boy.
So you heard the George Clinton song get recorded.
Yeah.
In sections.
In Kansas City, Kansas, 8th and Washington.
And they over there blowing.
And anybody around that time who remembers that night when George Clinton showed up in that tour bus, they gonna tell you.
Leave a comment. Tell them leave a comment down there.
Leave a comment, man.
Leave a comment.
If you remember George Clinton pulling up on that tour bus to see his old buddy Maestro on 8th and Washington, Kansas City, Kansas, leave a comment, bro. You know I ain't lying.
That was an event.
That was probably the most wow.
Yeah, that's good Kansas City history. That sound like a great night.
Because that boy Maestro was tied in.
That sound like a great night.
He toured Japan with them. Toured Japan with all these people. That boy Maestro was a musical legend, gift that was just given to us.
He toured Japan with all them people. And so you said he used to play the drums for P-Funk.
P-Funk and for Stevie Wonder.
Maestro wasn't in there smoking?
I don't know.
He had to be part of the party. How you gonna get on the party? We ain't gonna do it out there like that. We ain't gonna do it like that. We ain't gonna do it like that.
I don't remember that. No.
Nah, anything you want to tell the people before we get out of here, man? I know you gotta go. We gotta get out of here. Get to the kids.
Man, is there anything you want to ask though? Because last time we was done, you said, bro, I had this to ask, and I didn't even get to it.
You know what's crazy?
What up?
I was recording with that phone, all that's over there, and it died.
That one over there? Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So this
one's still going?
Yeah, this one's still going. This is still going now. So I actually had notes over there I was supposed to answer you, but I wanted another camera view.
Nah, so you got some good stuff.
So I just wanted to, anything is nothing really. I think it was a couple of things I was supposed to ask you. We gonna get back in here though.
For sure.
We're going to get back in here because next time I want to ask you about the environment.
Of what?
Kansas City music. What do you feel about Kansas City music and where it's at and where it's going today? Since you made me ask you.
I don't know. Sleazy came to town and blew up, didn't he?
Yeah.
At first, it was all good, but it doesn't seem like it's Kansas City in there, huh?
No, we ain't in there.
It don't feel like Kansas City's in there.
Oh, with him?
No, I'm saying in the industry.
No, we ain't in there.
We ain't in there yet.
No, we ain't in there.
I think that, man, everybody got to keep working, keep supporting each other. You know what I mean? Keep working, keep supporting each other. That's my whole thing. Like the boxing match coming up.
Okay. Talk about it.
That boxing match y'all got coming up, man. It's like we need to get some unity like that. That seems like a form of unity, even though you're gonna be boxing and all that. It's better than the alternative, and y'all doing it in an organized way.
Yeah.
It's stuff like that coming together, like stuff like that.
Yeah. It's truly positive if it happens.
You gotta stick together and gotta push each other, man. That's it. Do music with each other,
Why do you think it is what it is today? Why do you think music is what it is today? Why do you think the artists aren't together?
Why do I think Kansas City's not as where it's supposed to be?
Broken up. Because if we all came together, like how you said, man, your homies from here, your homies from there, and they all came down there at 8th Street and y'all all recorded together. If we had more nights like that in Kansas City, as to all the artists, all the rappers, we'd be out of here. I believe. I think
what's messed up about Kansas City?
What?
They don't support your music unless they know that you're living it. If they don't know you're living it, this is the whole how Kansas City has been forever. If they don't believe that you're living what you're rapping or what you're putting out there, they don't really support. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So how do we get past that? How do we get past not being able to get support unless you're really doing these things?
I mean, to be honest with you, I don't think Kansas City is big enough to have a fan base to actually make some money.
Tech Nine did it.
He didn't do it in Kansas City.
He started here.
He started here, but then he ventured out.
Yeah, but he started venturing out.
This is what I meant. Let me make more sense.
Mm-hmm.
Jay-Z got rich off rapping Marcy. That's what I mean. It's hard to get rich off rap right here, unless you're rich.
Or tech.
Or tech. I'll give you that.
Tech, I don't know.
He went a different way though, bro. Mm-hmm. He went industry, which
he really didn't do that. He went him.
Yeah. But he kind of went more commercial.
But it really wasn't that, because they didn't give him that. He just did all him.
He went with the Europeans, bro. I wasn't trying to say it. He went with the Europes. He gave the Europes what they wanted. You know what I'm saying? When he went from, I remember the last song I heard from Tech Nine before he went all the way over there was when I was like, really, remember he did that Counterfeiters, bust this. It was on the Russian Roulette album. Counterfeiters. You know what I'm saying? And that's when he was still giving us Kansas City. And eventually,
well, here's what I'm saying. Whether we say whatever his music was for, the Europes, or whatever you said, he found a way to generate something from here.
Yeah.
And it ain't gangsta super. He didn't have to prove it by living his lyrics.
Okay, so this is what I'm saying.
So it can be done.
When we're in that, I guess, so what you're saying is what I'm saying is we have to come out of that mob bubble that we're stuck in.
That mindset of, like, there's a whole bunch of talent here, right?
Yeah.
A whole bunch of super dope talent here. They should be out there. They should get the support of the town.
Why do you believe Rich and Take don't have an album?
Say you said, why do I believe Rich and Tech don't have an album?
And this is why I say that. I'm gonna ask you this one. I'm gonna give you what I'm saying. Then, so the reason why I believe Kansas City music is where it is, because these two are the people we looking at, right? But the politics is so messed up, right? Do you think that's the case there? Because it's like, okay, they from over there, man. We ain't going over there with them. Man, they from out there, man. We ain't going out there. Man, they from down there, man. We ain't going down there. I don't even want them coming to the studio with us.
Yeah, it'd be a lot of that. But why Rich and Tech, like, I don't know, like, what would they...
What you think stopped them from having it? They got songs together.
I know. I just don't know. I don't know.
I love Mr. Steve Pockets.
Yeah, Mr. Steve Pockets is hard. It's always got to be like a conduit of somebody that brings them together. I don't know, bro. I don't know. In my brain, the first thing I would say is, like, what would they talk about? Like,
I'm talking about before Tech Nine did Iceberg, they should have had an album together.
I mean, that would have been dope, though.
What do you think stopped it?
Man, movements, just two different movements. This moving that way, this moving that way.
That's
and
it.
Never crossing paths, for real. Both being content with the movements that they're doing and not tripping on even tampering with the crossing of those two paths. That's all. Nothing plotted out, nothing.
Man, we need
prideful
that though.
Boastful, but I'm just saying, it's like two people that are content with the way they're going. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it type of attitude. Like, you know what I mean? It ain't heinous. It ain't malicious. It's just,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Two things that, how do you put those two together? It could be done, but how? And who's going to budge?
Who's going to budge?
Who's going to budge to make that fit?
I can see neither one of them budge.
Somebody's got to budge for that to fit.
Yeah.
Right? Somebody's got to budge for something for that to fit.
That makes sense. Yeah. Somebody got to budge. Ain't neither one of them budge.
No, they content. They good.
That makes sense.
In their lanes.
That makes sense. But we have a new generation of a strange music, MFR kind of thing might be coming up to Kansas City.
Is a new generation?
I mean, it's gotta be, bro.
It's gotta be. I would hope, right?
It's gotta be.
I would hope so.
History repeats itself. You know what I'm saying? These two don't got no.
Like, let me tell you, an artist I think that Kansas City should get behind. Rob Lowe.
That's man. I love her.
Man,
I love her.
And when they're together, Rob Miss Cush and Rob Lowe, when they're together,
I love her.
Man, the Kansas City's supposed to jump behind them and push them. Okay, it ain't gangster, it ain't mob super, but it's super talented. It's a dope energy. It's, you know what I mean?
The energy is crazy.
Man, you bring them in, they got people.
That's what I'm saying. They not in Marcy.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? We only really, for real, in Kansas City, if you're not tapped outside of Kansas City, bro, it's only like 500 to 700 fans that listen.
Yeah.
It's not enough generating here. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, you would have to go out of town and they trying to buy them verses from you. You and bro get in the car and y'all go out here, they buying them verses for you for a crazy price. But right here, don't nobody even really want to. They're gonna do it because of the name, for the algorithm. But they really don't want to pay you what you worth. But when you go 4 hours in Tulsa, they gonna tear you off. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. You always accepted more out other than home. You know what I mean? You accepted more out there, especially with the attitude and heart that we Kansas City people got. With this talent stuff, we go out places and we shine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We shine.
Yeah, so I believe it'd be hard for Rob Lowe to actually bubble here.
I tell her.
Because she's not, this ain't Marcy.
I tell YGKC, y'all gotta leave.
They gotta go, both of them.
Because once you leave and you get hot, Kansas City gonna jump on you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They both gotta go. Now, both of them are almost at that.
They gotta go. They gotta move around.
Point.
Man.
They both at that point.
Gotta go around with all the artwork y'all got, all those album titles, all those songs y'all got. Y'all gotta go other places so they can jump on you, because they gonna jump on you. They gonna jump on you.
Yeah.
Anybody hard from Kansas City go other places, that everybody look.
Why you think that is?
Cause we ain't got no deal up the street to run to. So I gotta get you to like me first. I gotta get my neighbor to like me.
Yeah.
He's stubborn Kansas City dude.
Yeah.
I gotta get this stubborn Kansas City dude to feel my music. Right?
Yeah.
That's a tough task.
That's a tough task.
Man, but I'm gonna work hard to do it.
Yeah.
So if I can work hard to get you to like me, when I go down to Houston and I do what I've been working hard just to get you to like me down here, they're gonna be like, wow.
Right.
Because I'm not from here and my stuff is together. You know what I mean?
You got a point there. You got a point there.
You're gonna stand out. It's known. I remember when Rondo called me from Canton, Ohio, I believe. And he was like, bro, they they really feeling this music up here, man. You know what I mean? But and I remember just telling him, yeah, you hard.
Yeah.
Man, you hard here.
Yeah, he hard here.
Man, Rondo, you hard here. Rest in peace, Rondo. You know what I mean? Peace, you hard here. They gonna love you out there.
Nah, he was the man.
And he became the man out there, too. They loved his music. Because hard, man. Once you hard here, we're one of the hardest places to please.
To turn everybody up.
Because why? We live by this in Kansas City. No jeffing. We live by that.
Yeah, thanks to Big Bro.
I'm just saying but that's the way that's how we all built. We don't we don't do no jeffing.
No jeffing.
So if you do get some jeffing, you cold.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You got a point there.
And other places don't live by no jeffing. They lead by jeffing.
They gonna pull up jeffing.
Hey, while we is no jeffing, they lead with jeffing. They pull up Jeff.
Doing everything we won't do.
Come on, man.
And that's cool, though, that you can go somewhere else and actually do it better. You know what I mean? And make more noise. Do you feel like you made more money out of town off music?
No, not me.
Okay.
Not me. I'm a different
you were
story.
different. Yeah, you were different. You got a different walk.
Man, I made so much hook money here.
So if you could put your money behind an artist in Kansas City, who would it be?
All my money?
Right now.
Right now?
Right now.
Package them up and present them to the world?
Give them to the world.
Father figure.
Over Rob Lowe.
Me personally, yes. It's my favorite rapper.
I got to hear this, dude.
That's me personally.
I got to hear it.
He speaks for, he speaks for me. Like, not me personally, but his perception of the world and what he talks about is, relates to my perception of the world.
You feel like Father Figure is the one.
I personally do, yeah.
If you put your money all on everything on something, you would be Father Figure.
He's hard. He's hard.
For real.
Just he's hard.
You put it on him over yourself.
I did the other day. You didn't see what I did? I brought him to the show and put him out there and was his hype man. Y'all didn't see me?
I see you.
You didn't see me play Father Figure's hype man?
You love him that much.
I love him that much.
You keep saying that's your favorite rapper, man, so I'm going to have to check him out.
Rich and him. Rich is my OG, old school favorite rapper, and he's my new one.
Father Figure.
Mm-hmm.
How did you and Father Figure come up to this big thing that you... Because it sounds like to me, what you and Rich is what you and Father Figure are becoming.
Well, Father Figure, his brother's LB, R.I.P.
Oh, okay.
Turf dude, man. LB was the truth, man. He was a good guy, man. Yeah. Last time I seen LB was in a CCA, Levar. He was taking a fair trip. I'm taking a fair trip. But, man, when I realized that was LB's brother,
yeah,
because I went to this thing that he threw called Lyrics for Lyric, LB's daughter, where he does this little benefit, and all the money from the benefit goes towards his brother's daughter, called Lyrics for Lyric. I went to that and I seen him rap live with his mother there, his father there. A lot of people was in there, and I just became a fan from right then and there. Just hearing him rap.
Oh, you just a personal fan.
I really am.
You like his energy. You like his wordplay. You like everything about it. You keep saying he's your favorite rapper.
Yeah, right now.
What is his angle? Rich angle dope.
His angle is just growth. His angle is being better. His angle is raising your children. His angle is being connected to God. That's his angle. And he's been in a part of situations like I have, like you have, like he has. Like he's lived, everyone knows Michael Anderson. He's been a part of the ghetto community for a while, living his life. He grew up in it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So the way he tells it.
Okay, so he tells his story.
The way he tells it.
In a father figure standpoint.
Man,
from a father.
His perception is, you just have to get it. I'm going to send you some of his music.
And you know who I listen to? I know this is off track. I just got to bring this up, though. I was listening to the other day. AWAX drops a video every other day. Damn near seems like, right?
A-Wax
from California.
Yeah, the homie.
Right. I'm listening to A-Wax music, and I'm like, oh my God, he got teenage children. You can hear it in his music.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait a minute. I could listen to this with my daughter in the car. You know what I'm saying? His music, you could tell he's conscious of what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? He's not a conscious rapper. He still is.
He's still doing
but he's conscious of what he's saying because you could tell he got a teenage daughter. Or a teenage son. Or he get somewhere he got kids.
You can tell in his rap how he finessed it to where it fits with them.
What it fits with them, yeah. I heard that, man. I heard that recently from A-Wax.
A-Wax a good guy, man. Met him one time.
Oh, yeah, he did it. I would love to hear it. The path he's on, he in the BoyBig genre.
Is he?
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, bro.
I gotta check this out.
He in the BoyBig genre. He's talking positive. It's different. He still get on that. Yeah, he's still a get on that, but he's talking positive. But I want to say, man, we gonna have to get out of here. My battery dying on my camera.
It's
man.
all good. Bro.
So anything else you got to say? Anything you want to say? The show went good.
Man, show went good. This weekend we in Topeka. I don't know when you gonna show this, but on July 27th we in Top City, car show. I'm a judge at a car show and I'm performing, and we're gonna have the stand-uppish clothing out there on the booth, and father figure performing with me. Other than that, man, Hey man, big fight coming. I don't know what the date is, but when is the date?
August 31st.
August 31st. We in meetings right now. Might be a part of that. But
this is the first time it's going to be broadcasted. Now, this is the first time the date of the fight is broadcasted. I signed the contract today to get the municipal.
August 31st.
At the Municipal Auditorium.
At the Municipal Auditorium. It's going down.
Yeah.
Woo, fight night.
Fight night. Oh, man, that's a drop. I'm using that. I appreciate that.
It's all good.
I appreciate that. Can we get you to do the national anthem?
Man, we're going to talk about it. We're going to have a meeting. We're going to talk about it because this might be, this is going to be big right here.
It's a night for Kansas City.
It's going to be big. It's going to be, and hold on, y'all, you're not announcing any artists or nothing yet.
No, we ain't doing
that.
Okay, we ain't going to talk about that. We ain't going to talk about that. I mean, you can say it.
Nah, I don't want to
I ain't going to announce that shit. I still got to sign that contract.
Yeah. Make that. But it's happening.
We got Will Slap, DJ Street King.
Ooh, going against
Kansas City Fight Night.
Oh,
for sure. And we got a special guest coming. But for sure, August 31st at the Municipal Auditorium.
Big.
It's big.
Yeah.
Especially if I get BoyBig in there.
Man, bro. We're going to have to make this happen, man.
I need to get you up there and sing something.
Come on, bro. We're going to make it happen.
At least, you know what? If you don't sing, can you give us a word of advice? Can you give us a piece of your testimony?
You want a testimony on Fight Night too? Like, boy, get your butt out of there. We want to see.
Give him a spoon, man. Give him a spoon. Yeah. Give him a little spoon.
I never told that story. That's real though. A little spoon, boy.
Yeah, give him a little spoon. But now I appreciate you, man. We're going to get out of here.
Hey, love, bro.
Signing out.
Love, for sure.
Yeah.
Vlad, this is Black Vlad. I'm hanging out with Black Vlad. Hey, for real. Yeah.
We are.
For sure.